Morning. I am really honored to join you this morning for the launch of Safaricom's 13th Sustainable Business Report and also Safaricom's celebration of 24 years. Can we clap for Safaricom team? Safaricom has been impactful to our country, to our continent, and even to the global world. And we are here to really celebrate the great work that Safaricom has done and position our country. This report of sustainability embodies the transformative power of technology in improving lives across Kenya and across the continent. The theme of today, accelerating digital inclusion, is really special one, even to us in government and to our country, because we are really focusing on how to use technology to enhance our transformational agenda. And it also aligns well with Africa's vision for inclusive growth. It speaks also to our collective mission to ensure that no one is left behind as we build a digitally connected future. Safaricom is at the forefront of Africa's digital transformation, facilitating access to essential digital services for individuals, our businesses, including SMEs, and even for government. And they are going even beyond Kenya's government to now other regions. Their bold mission to be Africa's purpose-led technology company by 2020 is already visible in many of the opportunities they have taken and also the solutions they continue to provide. And the chairman has said clearly impactful solutions which are meant to address our present and the future. Digital inclusion, as highlighted in this report, plays a crucial role in advancing both Africa's Agenda 2063 and the UN Sustainable Development Goals, particularly noting that you have already incorporated 9 of the 17 calls into your programs. Telecommunication companies like Safaricom are very key enablers of the transformation agenda of any country. We are proud of what Safaricom have done. Your innovations in mobile finance has really positioned the country globally. We are proud to be recognized almost like the way we are the cradle of mankind. Also in technology and fintech, we are also seen as the home of fintech, and we are proud of this. We are looking to continue this in many other sectors, a few I'll be speaking about later. The Kenyan government is deeply committed to building a digital government. And to realize this, we have our Vision 2030, which clearly defines the 3 key pillars: the economic pillar, the social pillar, and the political pillar. And digital infrastructure will play a very key role, especially on the economic pillar and the social pillar. Our government, through the bottom-up transformation agenda, has set up the 5 focus areas: agriculture, SMEs and cooperatives, healthcare, housing, and digital superhighway and creative economy. Safaricom is playing very key role, not only in one, but cutting across all these key areas, enabling our economy to accelerate towards a transformation. We have a number of programs that we're running in government. One, the digital superhighway, with clear commitments. One is to work with private sector to realize additional 100,000 kilometers of fiber, where private sector is doing almost 50% of that commitment, and government enabling in those areas where may be not economically viable to ensure connectivity is realized. And we are happy for the journey that Safaricom has taken, major milestone. We remember Safaricom moved from 2G to 3G, introduction of fiber. Of course, there was 4G. You are moving to Ethiopia, a huge milestone that many doubted whether it would be successful. We were very proud to listen to the CEO yesterday at JKL Live. And you really showed the journey that Safaricom is doing even in our neighboring country, Ethiopia. And we are very keen to look at how to address the missing gaps. One of them, when we talk about digital superhighway, we realize it's not about building additional broadband connectivity only. There was a huge gap in terms of availability of affordable smartphones in the market, with only about 40% of the population being able to enjoy the already deployed infrastructure or availability of the 4G because of lack of devices. Safaricom, with partners, you came out strong, and we are very proud of what you did, not only to address availability of the devices so that our public, our population can be able to access affordable smartphone, but you also unlock a new opportunity for our country. Introduction of electronic industry in our country. That now we are proud as a country that through Safaricom, about 1 million phones are being assembled in our country. Very exciting to our engineers in the universities that they can participate in such an ecosystem. I visited a factory, and it is very exciting, and we're looking forward to the growth of that sector. And many other players are now coming in, and Kenya will be soon a key player in electronic industry and will make contribution towards our exports. As looking at the exports of Korea, 2% of their exports is agriculture. In Kenya, it's the opposite. And the journey to change that is beginning with what Safaricom has started with the manufacture of devices here in the country. Let's congratulate Safaricom. Also, when we came into office 2022, we had a mission to ensure we build a digital government. And we wanted our citizens to access government services from the comfort of their homes, from anywhere, anytime, using their devices. At that time, we had only 350 services available online. But we are proud working with many partners, including Kenyan local young innovators. We've worked a journey that today 21,000 services are being automized, and citizens can access 19,000 services comfortably from start to the end. It's a huge milestone. Let's clap for those things. But that is just the beginning. There's quite a lot of work that needs to be done at the background. There's already some benefits we've seen, and thanks to Safaricom, our farmers were able to be identified using digital infrastructure, digital solutions, and to be able to access inputs to their farms using digital-enabled solutions supported by Safaricom. That was a major support to this government. You've also supported us to address the issue of lending, where ASLA Fund was facilitated through solutions provided by our mobile network operators and the banking sector. We really thank all the sectors that work towards the realization of this. And more recently, we are looking at that most important solutions that will have impact to every home, to every individual, and that is healthcare. We really thank Safaricom for joining up with others and expressing interest and coming out to work towards providing a solution that will have probably the most impact in our country. This is now going towards enabling digitization on the core systems of government, which is a large number of solutions integrating several systems to be able to create an excellent experience for our citizens in terms of healthcare services. We really want to thank Safaricom. We think this is another major journey in your growth towards helping the government to be a digital government. And if Safaricom doesn't do, then who will? Isn't it? We want to be a digital government. Our top technology company in the country that the world recognizes is Safaricom. And we are happy that when this opportunity came in, Safaricom was ready to take the step, joining with others and coming to support government in this journey. We will work the journey to ensure that our citizens, the ecosystem becomes more smooth as we go along, and to ensure that we enable our citizens to experience an excellent service. And we have a trusted partner through Safaricom and many youthful, talented Kenyans and engineers, technical people, and human resource that this country is blessed with to make sure this solution will make us as a country proud. On the government side, this is just the beginning. We are looking at the other sectors. We are still looking at the other challenges that we have as a country. And we are discussing with all our ecosystem, our Kenyan software developers. I've visited a number of our young Kenyans who've started companies and developed solutions for our industry, supporting our banking sector, supporting our logistics, the e-commerce. Our country is blessed with huge potential. We need to tap it and create possibilities that within our country we can create companies, even others, that will rise up towards the level of Safaricom and rise towards the level where Charles works, Google, Microsoft, Samsung. It is possible, but we need strong mentorship and guide by leaders like Safaricom so that we can create really possibility for our country as a strong startup nation. We still have a few challenges that we need to address as a country. We were talking earlier on about experiences of fraudsters, social engineering, and you are saying, how do we make sure that the digital space, we have over 66 million phones deployed in the Kenyan market. That means we're really ready for a digital ecosystem. But how do we make sure this space is safe to create more trust that we can transact more freely, not to doubt whoever is selling. You have confidence when somebody says, I have a business in Kariako, in Kangware, and I sell this product. You can confidently buy and trust that it will reach you. You will not be cheated. And that is one of the challenges that we are drawing to our ecosystem, Safaricom, and all the other players to see how do we work together to create a trusted digital ecosystem for our country so that we can enable many SMEs to scale up in the digital space, unlock the opportunities in that space, and even enable the rest of the world to trust Kenyans to give them products and services. It's an area that requires all of us to work together, and hopefully in the coming days we will be able to find a solution to that issue, that no more will we have people doubting or fearing to be experience a fraud in the digital space. Globally, technology is also becoming a more key influencer on a country's competitiveness. Everywhere, technology is being put central to a country's development agenda and also even security. And we want to work with partners like Safaricom to ensure that we enhance the growth of important areas like now the electronic industry, emerging technologies like AI, adoption of IoTs to ensure that Kenya positions itself right in the global space, and even in emerging competitive technology areas like semiconductors. What should we do as a country so that we are not left behind in this premium space? We will also collaborate on the area of cybersecurity, and we are looking at how we can build synergies, private sector, public sector, to ensure that we also ensure that the space is safe and secure. We are happy the country has made huge investment to ensure that the digital space is trusted. We have established institutions. We have the Office of Data Protection Commissioner, ensuring that the data in our country are handled as per certain guidelines and all the actors are compliant. We will also want to enhance this collaboration with all our partners. We are also looking at how to build what we call digital platforms. Up to now, 30% of global economy is driven by digital platforms. Many analysis shows that African countries, Kenya included, are lacking behind in terms of digital platforms which are indigenous to the country. We have very talented young people. We are already very good adopters of technology. We want to see more growth of digital platforms. We are proud of M-Pesa, the M-Pesa hub. It's coming up and we are proud of what it can do. We want to see much more. We want that we can spend more time in M-Pesa hub. We can chat We can watch what we like, and we want to encourage more innovators in Kenya to invest in this. We joined up with the UN recently to initiate a program we're calling DigiCan. We want to see growth of about 1,000 digital platforms arising from this country, so that as the world moves towards the digital space, our country secures a share in the digital space through locally developed digital platforms. And also we want to work more also with the major global digital platforms like Google, like the Meta platforms, like TikTok and the others, to ensure that our citizens can also benefit from those digital platforms and enable them to access the global market. As of now, 5.5 billion people are connected to internet. So utilizing and partnering with global digital tech companies is also very important for our country, because it gives us access to the global market. And the quickest one we've been discussing recently, including Meta and Google, is how to use it for tourism. It's one area that can quickly increase the number of tourists that will visit our country. As we appreciate the role you are playing in solving societal challenges in support of Kenya's government, we look forward to working with you in more other areas to realize a fully digital government that inclusive and incorporates sustainability at the core of its design. In conclusion, I really want to commend Safaricom, especially the leadership of the chairman, the CEO, and the senior management of Safaricom for the culture of work you have demonstrated. We interact with your team and we feel attached that we want to have also infused into the rest of us in government, and we look forward to having some joint leadership arrangements so that we can have this also infused not only in government but the SME ecosystem and the entire country. So let's work together to ensure every African has access to digital opportunities that are available in the global realm. I reaffirm the commitment of Kenya's government in fostering a thriving digital economy. And once again, I congratulate Safaricom for their remarkable journey of 24 years and the launch of the 13th Sustainable Report. Congratulations and God bless you.
Very many thanks to you, Engineer John Tanui, who is the Principal Secretary in Kenya's Ministry of ICT and Digital Economy, and just highlighting the power of partnerships, about how Safaricom is working very closely with the ministry towards ensuring a digital inclusion, and just showing that business, private sector cannot do it alone, neither can government do it alone, but together there's been quite some great strides that you have made, and to hopefully more